What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another hot track. And I know it's been a little while since I've done one of these, but this is truly deserving because Coldplay is back, baby, with 2 new singles off of their new album coming in November, Everyday Life. These 2 songs are both great, but I'm going to just talk about my favorite of the 2, which is Arabesque. And for lack of a better word, the sound of this is arabesque. The rhythm, it sounds kind of like world music, which is new territory for these guys. And I love that they're getting back to their experimental selves. It almost feels like the transition from X and Y into Viva La Vida. You can tell they're going to be doing some really cool things. This song, Orphans, the other song they just released, has a very upbeat, familiar kind of Coldplay sound. This one has a little bit of a darker tone to it. And I just love, there's so many different influences. And along with the arabesque sound, there's actually Chris sings the second verse in French, which is very interesting. I believe he's just repeating the same first verse in French, and it's very cool. And then you have Fela Kuti, who's a Nigerian saxophonist, really just going berserk on this thing, just taking the lead on this. His sax solo at the end of the song is fantastic, and it's just a really awesome collaboration. The guitar on this, it just has a very repetitive, almost bluesy kind of vibe. So there's like blues, Afrobeat, Arab beat, saxophone, like a jazz feel to it. And with Chris Martin repeating, we have the same blood. So there's this kind of message of world unity in this music that is very unified of all different cultures. It's a really cool track for that reason. And of course, I'm just so stoked that Coldplay has new music out in 2019. As a huge fan, I have to say, A Head Full of Dreams was my least favorite of all their albums. So I was really hoping that they kind of bounce back in a big way and take some risks on this album. And it sounds like they are going to from the sounds of this track. I just love it. I love how it's almost 6 minutes in length. It really kind of has room to breathe and grow. And Chris is just kind of almost in the background on this track, and as is the rest of the band. It's just, again, very unified, a great message, although it has a little bit more of a darker minor chord tone to it than Orphans does. You can tell they have a strong message of peace and love. And as they said going into this, I believe in the message it said this album is going to be how we feel about things today. So obviously Chris and the gang have some important things to say, and I'm just excited, man. It's going to be great. Let me know what you think of Arabesque in the comments below. I'm sure you've heard it by now. If not, what are you waiting for? Go listen to it immediately. Also, let me know what you think of Orphans. I think that's a strong outing as well. But if I had to pick of the 2, Arabesque is my favorite currently. I give it a strong 8 out of 10 and highly recommend and cannot wait. And they just announced that Coldplay is going to be performing on Saturday Night Live next weekend, November 2nd. So lots of cool Coldplay news. A lot of people, getting print in the mail with details about the album. They released in a newspaper the track listing for the double LP. Just so cool. These guys, they really know how to market their stuff in new and innovative ways. And this is no exception. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We got so much more on this channel. Top 5s every Friday, album reviews, classic album reviews, so much more. Thank you. And as always, Viva La Vinyl. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Check out some of my other content that you can see on the screen now. Thank you again for supporting Johnny Radio. Take care, and I'll see you soon.